ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Namaste. Wow, superb.
I have been delighted
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತೆ.
to come here to the United International Business School, and my due respect to the chairman, John Peter, as well as the director, Dr. Rupa, and when Dr. Santosh Kumar called me that I should come and address this graduation day. It is always my passion to address the students, where I love to disseminate the information which I gained for the last 45 years in 45 minutes. I want all the students to be an entrepreneur, or not to apply for any job where you slog for 18 hours to your boss, rather than you become your own boss for 18 hours and you shine in this country. Well, it's not only in the country, entire globe, because the opportunities are plenty. So first, let me congratulate all the graduates today for your batch of 2025. When you got into this UIBS, when you were teenager, when you're all 17, 18. Now you're all graduates.
Graduates.
By getting this certificate, you have become a graduate.
Yes.
Well, after you become a graduate and after you leave this UIBS, what's your plan?
Super question.
What do you want to be? The world is very big. You can't be only in Bangalore city, or you can't be only here in India. It is the entire globe is now competing each other. See what is happening. Donald Trump has imposed tariff. So there is a turmoil in the trade and business. So with the turmoil of the trade and business, how we are going to survive? Is a big question. It's like a small fish in the big ocean. It's always there is a threat. And if that threat, if you can convert that into a SWOT analysis, strength is soul in life.
Memories.
How to do that? It's a big question. So that is what I was discussing with the chairman. Especially I would like to congratulate the award winners. The various categories they got the award, whether be it IT, be it generative IT, or cyber technology, or cyber crime. All these kind of things are the future of this country. Now everything goes on AI. Manual labor is not required. So when the manual labor is not required, when AI is implemented, that means AI can do 10% job. Then how do you get your job? So your main aim should be, as a graduate, how to enterprise. And the enterprise today is so simple, not like our olden days. Whether if you want any finance, there are so many schemes by the central government as well as state government, that without even giving a collateral security, you get the funding. Be it Mudra loan. Mudra loan you get from say 5,000 to say 5 lakhs rupees. Or CGSTME scheme, which was earlier started from say 30 lakhs, now today it is 5 crores. Without any collateral, bank will give you. Only thing is you should have an idea. What kind of idea you can implement into enterprise? For that, it's very, very simple. 5 people or maybe 7 people of your own intelligence join together. Because by and large, what you do is after your graduation, you go on hunting for a job. If you go on hunting for a job and the job is not available, what happens? You get into a depression. So why should you get into depression? Think otherwise. Think out of the box. You can be your own boss of your own enterprise. Opportunities are plenty. So there's 5 people or 7 people joined together, and the idea implementation, one can become an administrator, one can become a technological evolution, one can become a finance, one can become a HR man. So these 5 people can join together, start this idea into an enterprise. That's the reason why you have highest startups here in Bangalore. Now it is shifted to Delhi. And highest unicorns are here in Bangalore. Fortune 500 companies, 90% of the Fortune 500 companies, R&D centers are here in Bangalore. That's the reason why so much of traffic. Government did not expect that so much of people come and start investing. And Karnataka is prospering without being the support from the government. Unluckily, what happened, our 40% pride BJP government last time, they claimed that BJP was corrupt, and now the Congress government came and they become now 80%. This is our unfortunate state of affairs for Karnataka. Doesn't matter. It's only for 5 years, 2029 will change. No doubt about that. But change to what? Change to definitely better to serve the people. No doubt. See now, check the historical changes. After independence, 1947, to cross $1 trillion economy, we have taken 40 years. And to cross one more $1 trillion economy, we have taken another 20 years. That means to cross $2 trillion economy, we have taken 60 years after independence. But for the last 10 years, that $2 trillion economy has become now $4 trillion economy. Now currently it is 4.3 trillion. We are in the 5th position in the entire globe. Now by next year, 26-27, we are crossing $5 trillion economy and become number 3 globally after USA and India. So that is the scope. And now what is the central government has given? Viksit Bharat 2047. That means it's the 100th year of independence, 2047, and our economy is going to be, some economists say it's a $35 trillion economy, but some economists say it's a $45 trillion economy. That means you as a graduate today, when you get into 2047, when the age of say 45, 50, you get into the economy of $45 trillion economy from this $5 trillion or $4 trillion economy. That means in your hand, you are going to get $38,000 per capita income from today's $2,200 per capita income. That is going to the economy. Then are you all ready? Get ready now. Think out of box. It is always, I was talking to the chairman when I reached here. See, the A category people, those who get the highest marks, so say 80%, 90%, they can always go for join for a training institute where they qualify for IAS, IPS, IRS. Because earlier, if you are senior, there is only from BR there has to be more number of IAS officers. This time we see that from varieties of states which have come. That means it is a very clear indication that plenty of people are trying to get into. That means that high first class, those who are getting toppers, they can go for IAS, IPS also. And those who are little below, the less than 70-60%, those who can prepare a nice CV, think differently, wait for the opportunity, and don't get depressed, apply for a job, no doubt. But people, those who are this 40% and below, don't you call them as a dull students? No and never.
No.
These are called the dull students, what somebody calls. They are going to become an entrepreneur.
Super.
All over the world,
Yes.
the owners of the industry these are the people which give the job for all the toppers.
Hey, clap.
All over the world. Take Bill Gates.
Yes.
Not even past SLC. They grew by money, not even pass 8th standard. So, what does it indicate? Entrepreneurship is not the education. Entrepreneurship is a hard
Work.
task. Survival of the fittest. Struggle for existence. That is what these so-called dull students do. Get into an enterprise. Doesn't matter. ಕಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
Yes.
This is the wish
Photo.
of entrepreneurship. You know, the economy which is moving, it's such a fastest growth, which is the highest GDP growth in the entire globe, 6.2%, which is next year is going to become 6.7%. But because of the tariff war now, because the Donald Trump is implemented, there is a slight change in the economy, but it is definitely going to have a better opportunity for India to look for elsewhere. That's the reason why entire European countries are joined talking about the trade relationship. Because Trump has imposed tariff on them. That's why China has imposed 100% tariff. This is a global scenario. But opportunity for you all, huge. Just think out of box. It is not that preparing nice CV and applying and waiting for an opportunity when the interview will come, when the call will come. No. Any opportunity, any idea, a smallest idea, every enterprise, it starts from a small shed, a small hut. Get into that. Struggle. Unless you struggle, nothing will come out. For me, I'll give you a small story. In a classroom, in the biochemistry classroom, cocoons were kept in a line and all the students were instructed, don't touch the cocoons. See what is happening, the evolution of how butterflies come out. So everybody was checking the cocoons put on the table and everybody was enjoying. But some naughty fellow was seeing that from the butterfly when it's coming out of the coconut was struggling. So what he did, took one scissors, slowly opened it out. So it came out and died.
Oh.
Whereas all other butterflies came out of the cocoon floor. Then the lecturer came and asked, why this butterfly died from the caterpillar which is coming out. Then the student said, no sir, I saw it is struggling to come out, so I slightly opened it up. Then the lecturer said, so this is a mistake, what uses the weight and which gets stronger, it can't fly. That means it has to struggle to come out of the cocoon. What does it indicate for you? Life is not easy. Never easy. Life is always, there is a struggle. Because there is a struggle, come to the challenges what you face. No. Come out of that. Think out of box. Don't succumb to the challenges and problems what you face. That is entrepreneurship. So always think out of your box. Whatever the idea, try to implement. Doesn't matter. Even if you are failure today, there is a provision that you can come out of the exit from the problem, whatever you are. But those things were not available earlier. Now you can exit out from the problem what you have been there or challenges what you have been there and start one more enterprise. Number of enterprises you can start. That way Donald Trump, if you see, he has closed down 3 industries and today he's become president of America. So like that, there are plenty now opportunities available. Doesn't matter. Even if it is closed down or you can't move, everything is become stuck. You can shut down and come out. This is what is happening today. If it all is moving, it becomes tough. There are people who can come and buy you out. You come out from there. He has a different idea and can move on. This is the opportunity available today. So never get stuck and depressed with that. Now to tell you how the things moving, once a scientist, that is what is going to be after you come out from UIBS. You will be open in the sky, facing all challenges. And this is what I have done in my entrepreneurship. I'll tell you what is my story. So far what I have told you is not from my pocket. It is my experience. Experience in which I have come into this kind of entrepreneurship. As you all know, you are all fortunate that you got the UIBS, got a beautiful education, which I never had that. I was studied in a Kannada medium, Kannada school, Halli Gugu. And you know, people those who study in Kannada medium are always being looked after in the second citizens or third citizen. So in the Halli school, in the Kannada medium, somehow got graduated in the Mulki Vijay College school, and somehow with the God's effort, I became a postgraduate in Mysore, Manasingotri. But that time funding, finance is always a difficulty because all our parents and the family are in agriculture. And agriculture, there is no much income. So getting to Mysore, Manasingotri, getting into that, it was a tough job. But I had a determination that I should go forward and go ahead. After becoming a lecturer, and I got passed out, luckily got an immediate lecturer post in St. Aloysius Junior College in Coxton in Bangalore. That is in 74. So first year my lecturer post, but what happened was lecturer post has a chemistry, 2 hours lecture, 4 hours practicals. Then what do? I never wanted to waste my time in Brigade Road or MG Road, or that time the pub culture was huge. I wanted to create my future. How to create my future? I said, okay, this St. Aloysius Junior College may not be so. Then I joined Alamein College for the next academic year. Alamein College is a graduation, so I thought there is a better scope, but it's the same thing. I could have said, this is not my bread. Then after the second year, I went to Bombay. Bombay, hunt for a job, and while hunting, I found a person manufacturing laboratory equipments. I found it is interesting, and luckily the boss of the laboratory equipment manufacturer was staying in the same building where my uncle was staying, my father's brother. So he introduced my earlier boss. He said, "Beta, काम दे दो." So I went for an interview. He looked at me up and down. "Oh, you are a lecturer? What is the salary you are getting there?" I said, 1,400. That was the salary for lecturer at that time. 1,400? I can't pay you 1,400. If you want a job, you will come and join. I will pay you 500 rupees. Any fool will go and join for a job in Mumbai, leaving Bangalore city for 500 rupees when you are getting 1,400. This fool did it. Because I wanted to have a change. I wanted to learn, create a future. There is an opportunity. Opportunity sometimes, how it will come to your life, you don't know. When to come the opportunity, grab it. That's the lesson. So I grabbed that opportunity, joined for 500 rupees, and morning till evening as a marketing executive, I used to look after about more than 30 to 35 clients. My boss was very happy. If this is the way you function, you go back to Bangalore, you look after South India business. Again an opportunity. So I came back to Bangalore, look after the whole South India business. And South India business, when I did it, when I contacted all these clients, luckily what happened, my all classmates, those during the time of postgraduates, are all heading the institution, research institution like Indian Science or University. So, cross the bandra ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ order ಕೊಡೋಣ. So I received plenty of orders. My boss was very happy. The turnover was much higher than the Bombay turnover.
Super.
Boss was really happy. If this is the way you function, you will start manufacturing industry. So this is how I got into manufacturing industry. And why? Because of the hard work and dedication.
Yes.
Absolutely that. Hard work. So industry started. So South India sales completely. So we went higher and higher. And then what happens? Anybody goes up, there are people to pull your leg down. And my boss did the same thing. Somebody must have given a chavi for him. Because if the way they are going, he will leave you and go. So he put the obstacles, then can't help it. He's the boss, majority shareholder, I'm a minority shareholder. I should keep quiet. So the upgoing curve slightly declined. And by the time it came down, God's Almighty Father was great. He took him away. So after he expired, I took over the company. I made my wife as a board of director because there should be two directors. And I made my wife as a director and run the company. And today, at this position. And why I say that is, from the manufacturing of laboratory equipment, then what happened in 1991, Nasim Rao, Manmohan Singh, they opened up the economy, liberalization, privatization, globalization. So that means the product is globally competitive. Earlier it was only Mumbai, Kolkata and Delhi. Now global competition. How will it grow then? Because our Indian product doesn't have so much of quality where you can compete with the global world. And they were supplying globally 30% cheaper than what my product is. So I said, this won't work, I have to change. Change to what? What happened in 1997? There was a Kargil war. What happened in Kargil war? We lost so many soldiers in the front end. Why? Because the telecommunication equipment did not function. T-80 tanker did not fire. Whereas that side, Musharraf, then President of Pakistan, firing from the top in Kargil, we lost so many soldiers in the front end. And how his arms and ammunition is working? Because he got all imported goods from France, USA, and Germany and Japan. Whereas we could not get such kind of testing equipment from France, Germany, because sanctions were imposed on India. Why? Because Vajpayee blasted atom bomb in Pokhran. So sanctions are imposed. So we could not get this kind of testing equipment. Whereas in Kargil war, what happened? One soldier rolled down and came down, then communicated to the head office, then MiG-21 came, Kargil war stopped. Otherwise, Musharraf wanted to have breakfast in Delhi, dinner in Kanyakumari. He was prepared so much. What was the idea for me? If this kind of testing equipments are not available here in India, why not I do it? So I started developing it. Luckily, my first son, after finishing engineering, he asked me, rather I asked him, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a post-graduation? He said, well, after post-graduation, what should I do? He asked me. I said, maybe you'll have to come and join. Then why should I do post-graduation? Fine. Come and join. So I gave the SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. And the youngsters are intelligent than me. So we developed this kind of product for testing arms and ammunition in such a manner that we are creating a global climate inside the chamber with -80 to 250 degrees Celsius, 5% to 98% of humidity, with 150,000 feet above the sea level, with x-axis, l-axis, x-axis. That means if the missile goes up, turns like this and goes up, how do we check the electronic assembly inside that function or not? So we create that atmosphere inside the chamber, put all your parts inside and check whether it will function or not. This time I'm proud to tell you, if in Chandrayaan-3 it landed in the southern part of the moon, all the sensors of the Chandrayaan-3 were tested in the chamber what you supply. Agni, Prithvi, Akash, Brahmos, these missiles are tested in the chamber what we supply. So we are the biggest supplier for DRDOs, defense equipment manufacturers, auto sector, electric sector, and power sector. So, and the auto sector. So, in auto sector, I'll give one more example. If at all, I think the chairman knows, 25, 30 years back, there were only Ambassador Fiat car. Ambassador car, if you run in a coastal area, within 2 years the door is to get rusted. Or the bottom you'll have to put patchy and make it alright. But now, after opening the economy, the cars doesn't get rusted in coastal area. How? Because we have developed the corrosion test chamber.
Oh.
Corrosion test chamber will indicate after how many years the part of the car will get rusted. So this is all environmental simulation what you have created, and proud to tell you that we have successfully done such kind of climatic test chamber and supplying more than 30 to 40 countries exporting it. Then it is not only one product. The next product was paper honeycomb. Paper honeycomb was my second son's project work in engineering. I saw that project work. What is that project work? Why honeybee constructs honeycomb in a hexagonal shape? The same family, wasp, constructs in round, whereas only honeybee constructs honeycomb in a hexagonal shape. Because all the hexagonals are attached to each other. So no breeze, no rain can spoil the honeycomb. And engineering wise, hexagonal has a highest volume. That means honeybee knows to store his honey for their babies in a hexagonal shape. What are we? This is a project work of my second son. So it is a waste craft paper converted into a honeycomb shape, layered with the vinyl on the top and the bottom. 1 meter by 1 meter piece can take 1 ton load. That's strong it is. So it is a substitute for wooden packaging and thermocol packaging.
Okay.
What we did? We purchased one Godrej fridge, packed with the honeycomb solution, eco-friendly honeycomb solution. We told them you test it. So we supplied a fridge and their own fridge which is packing, took both the fridges to the 3rd floor, dropped it down. Nothing happened to the fridge what we packed. They said immediately supply. So the Bangalore we were manufacturing, we supplied Pune, but Pune, because of the logistic cost, it was costing a little more. We put a plant in Pune. They were very happy. We supplied the packaging solution for them just in time. So why don't you put a plant in Mohali? Because we have a plant in Mohali. So put one more plant in Mohali. Now we are putting another plant in NCR so that we are closer to the mother company. So all over India, now pan-India, we are supplying packaging solution with the eco-friendly packaging solution. And I always blame my wife. She has given me 2 sons, 2 industries have come. If she had given me more children, more industries would have. Fine. Now, my one request to the parents those who are here. My request to the parents, never force your son or a daughter for your intentions. Don't do that. That means you are person graduated. Don't forget your teachers. Don't forget the school. Never. Because they have added so much to you for the last 3 years. Today you have graduated. Always remember this school. Because of your teaching, I have become like this. How proud they feel. How happy they feel. So never forget the school, never forget the teachers, and never forget your parents. Give your thanks to all this community of people, those you have graduated with. So with this, my dear students, future is very bright. You are getting to Viksit Bharat, $45 trillion economy. It is for you. Go and have it. Enjoy it. Don't get depression. That's the world for you. Thank you very much for having called me here. It's my story, all the experience what I have done.